Maybe Mr. Obsolete has an idea in their book rack. Look at that. I'm working on the Saw of Kindness. Hey guys, welcome back. Here it is, almost the middle of October, and I'm still wearing a tank top. Isn't that crazy? It was like almost 80 degrees today. But it's getting colder at night. And anyways, we got another fun-filled midweek show and tell session. Found some more junk at a yard sale and the thrift store, and found a cool book. I got a project I was gonna show you, so let's get into it. Yeah, what did I find? I got my lantern up here. You guys have already seen that, but I put it up here just because I think it's so neat. It's so cool. A 1927 lantern, and the old girl runs. And so yeah, there was a yard sale this weekend. And I found some cool old saws. This guy had this cool, look at that thing. Craftsman. Nice chrome plated. What do they call that? A coping saw or a keyhole saw? Nice wood handle on it. That's pretty cool. In nice shape too. And he had a couple of hand saws. He had a, what is this? This is an Atkins, I think. Or no, it's a Diston, Henry Diston D8. It's in pretty decent shape. The handle's pretty nice. It was missing a couple screws. And of course I've cleaned all this stuff up and put some linseed oil on the handle. And then look at this fancy beast. A Sandvik. Look at that Sandvik saw. That thing is nice. Really beautiful handle. It's like stamped, like inlaid design on it. It's like a snake or something, or a dragon. Yeah, see, it says Sandvik right there, which Sandvik makes chainsaw bars too, I think. Bars and chains. Yeah, that thing's nice. Nice old saw. Never had one of these. So yeah, the old Sandvik. And then the guy also had this block, or this, I guess it's not a block plane, but it's a plane. Pretty nice wood handle on it. That'll be a fun one to sort of clean up and restore. It's got paint on it, and it didn't really have a brand or anything. It just says made in USA. But I didn't see anything else on it. Maybe Mr. Obsolete has an idea. Or maybe Jamie at Journey North has an idea. But it's pretty cool. It's heavy too. But yeah, I think I picked all that stuff up. I got the two saws, the plane. Oh, and this little saw, I think I only paid like $10 for all that stuff. So I thought, shoot, what the heck? And then we were at the Coastal Farm and Ranch here, and they had this book on sale in their book rack. Look at that. And it's really cool. It's American Axe, the tool that shaped a continent. But yeah, I thought, shoot, that's cool, because I've never really had a book that sort of tells about axes and stuff, but it's pretty cool. $20, that wasn't bad. And there's one in here, there's a page in here that shows all the different patterns that I thought was pretty cool. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, and like the chemical axe, like the Sega Chemical. I always wondered why they called it the Sega Chemical, and I guess it was because they had a chemical bath that they put on the axe head that was supposed to give it like a rust protection. So that's why it's called the Sega Chemical. Oh, there it is. See, look at that. It's pretty cool. Axe patterns. I didn't know they had that many. And then there was another one in here that I thought was interesting. I might have to try and find. It's a pretty rare, and I guess it's a pretty rare. Oh, I guess it's a pretty rare axe. It's the it's called a chainsaw axe, and I guess they used it sort of when they were transitioning between chainsaws and axes, or transitioning from axes and handsaws to chainsaws. And so they would use this axe called a chainsaw axe. Ah, come on, where is it? Lincoln axe, Sega Chemical, keen cutter. Oh, Abercrombie and Fitch had an axe, because that's an old company. I forgot that, you know, you think of all these kids' clothing and stuff, but Abercrombie and Fitch has been around forever. The Legitimus, the Collins Legitimus. I guess they called it Legitimus because there's a lot of people trying to copy and make like fake versions of the Collins axe. And so they put that Legitimus symbol on there to keep people from copying. Oh yeah, there it is. The chainsaw axe. Yeah, see, look at that. I'm gonna have to find me one of those. Yeah, it says, perhaps one of the most unique vintage axes ever made was the chainsaw or undercutter axe, which was first developed in the late 1930s by George Burns. Not that George Burns. Of Vancouver Island, British Columbia. This axe helped to bridge the transition in logging technology from axes and crosscut saws to the modern chainsaw. And so yeah, basically I guess they used this end of it. They would use the saw to sort of make a bunch of cuts in the tree, and then they would use this to basically knock it all out when they did their face cuts and stuff. So interesting. That'd be cool to find one of those. But yeah, it's a really cool book. If you guys can find one. I just stumbled upon it. So yeah, that's sort of cool. Oh, here's some little tidbits of history here. My father-in-law was digging through his stuff, and so back in the day, these are from the state of Oregon, but back in the day, when you went and got a license plate for your car, they would give you these little mini license plates to put on your keychain, and then like if you went somewhere and they needed your license plate number, like, like a camping spot or something, you could just look and there it is. Aren't those cool? So anyways, fun little stuff. And then I went down to the old MT in the attic, the thrift store, Troy down there. He's always got all kinds of cool stuff. And he had like all kinds of miscellaneous bar and chains, and so I bought the whole lot from him. Made a good deal. We're gonna do a little trading. I'm gonna work on some stuff for him. So, but yeah, I got a bunch of Oregon stuff. Some of it's 325, which is sort of oddball, but it can be used on stuff. Like this is a 325 Husqvarna, which I could put on that. I could put that on that JK Saw Shop saw, or my Husqvarna 50. And look at this bad boy, big old Husqvarna. That's probably like a 24-inch bar. Yeah, looks almost brand new. Another one, and it's 3/8 chain, so that's plenty usable. And then yeah, here's another couple of bars. Husqvarna, another 3/8 one. That's like a 20-inch. This is like a probably a 24-inch bar. It's weird. It says low kickback. I wonder what makes it a low kickback, because the front of it's narrow there. But interesting. But yeah, lots of cool. Oh, and then here's a couple of. I thought I'd grab me a couple of these. Where were these at? Oh, these were at the thrift store. These were at the Habitat for Humanity store. The bow saws. I thought these were sort of cool. I guess that's a bow saw. Yeah, this is an old Craftsman one. And then look at this big sucker. I thought, wow, that's cool. I like the pattern on the saw blade. Isn't that cool looking? Yeah, shoot, I think I picked these up for like $5 for both of them, something like that. And then here's a couple more. Steel large mount 20-inch bars. Still in pretty decent shape, just need cleaned up. Oh yeah, and when I was at the Habitat for Humanity, let me show you. I know it's not really the usual stuff that you see, but look at this old, it's a Sears Spider. It's a girl's bike with the banana seat. Maybe Mr. Obsolete has some info on this for me, but yeah, I thought, wow, look at the paint on that. The original paint was in really nice shape. Metallic green. But anyways, I got that bike and those two bow saws. And they basically wanted $50 for the bike, which was a little more than I wanted to pay, but I thought, shoot, where else are you going to find one of those? And so he threw in the saws with the deal, I think. But so yeah, I'll find a front wheel for it and clean it up. Maybe Allison can ride it or something. But yeah, isn't that cool? The banana seat bike with the ape hangers on it and stuff. Yeah, thing's cool. Oh, and while I got the camera up and walking around, take a look at this. A little sneak preview. I'm working on the Saw of Kindness. Look at that. So I'm getting it all ready to, I got one more thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to send it to Tasman, Kenny Fuller, and he's going to do the final assembly on it. But yeah, sort of got into doing some hand lettering and hand striping on there. That's going to be cool. And then while I had the brush out, hopefully it's not too dark out here. While I had the brush out, I did the Ford script on the tailgate of this old, cool old farm trailer, our wood cutting trailer. Oh, and see, I cut the racks down on it. They were like 2 more tiers taller, and it just looked a little bit out of whack, and they don't need to be that tall, so now they're just 3 rungs high. It looks a lot better that way. So yeah, all kinds of stuff. And then Max's car, we just got to do the final body work on it. Got that all welded on there. So yeah, never can find too much junk, huh guys? Let me set up my camera again here. So did I get everything on the list? Thrift store, saw, trailer, yep. That was it. So yeah, I'm just enjoying this beautiful October weather. It's a little smoky in here some days because we got some forest fires going to the west of us up near Leavenworth, Lake Wenatchee. So the smoke sort of drifts down in here sometimes, but other than that, the weather's beautiful. Beautiful fall weather, my favorite time of the year. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed my little show and tell session, and we'll see you on the next one.